last time I was on Broadway was this last year with Camelot at Lincoln Center.
I feel like you've had one of the shorter breaks amongst us.
Yeah, pretty. It was pretty short because like right after we closed, it was soon after we closed Camelot that we started Paper Mill. And then, yeah, just this little window in between Paper Mill and now.
Are you ready to be back?
I am. I'm so ready. I'm so lucky, though. Very lucky. I was thinking about it, how, it's just always, anyone, even like one time on Broadway, that would be pretty amazing. And this is like my 7th. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm excited about playing this part. I'm very excited about it.
What do you like about the character?
I got some great songs to sing, for one, just on a practical level. That's very fun. And, I get to play some pretty meaty, dramatic scenes, That's always fun as an actor to get to dig into that stuff. And this has been, it was an interesting challenge. Someone asked me, like, what I learned at Paper Mill about doing the part. And, because I have little things to do in the show, but they're a lot. They're very powerful, small things. So it's just a lot of like maintaining or pacing, how I'm using my energy over the course of the night, how I'm resting in order to be ready to do those moments. And, this is such a sad, and no spoilers, but, there's some sadness in the story. Yeah, and there's some sadness specifically in George's part of the story. And I think one of the things I learned a long time ago as an actor is when you're doing roles like this, you have to sort of leave that at the theater, leave it at the rehearsal room, and I'm trying to really stick to that and hug my children as much as possible and spend as much good quality, positive time at home with my family, as a contrast to all this. I'm always surprised when people say he's the bad guy, and I don't think he's the bad guy. I mean, he does a bad thing. Yes. He does a thing that's probably the worst thing you can do to another human being, but he's flawed. He's tragic. He's tragic, and he's damaged, like we all are. Who's the villain in Gatsby? The villain is capitalism, I think. The villain is what money does to people on the entirety of that spectrum. The things it drives people to do, the values it defines or takes away in a person. I do very much think the desire to have something that someone else doesn't have, I think that's the villain of this story.